Now, some homeopaths like to talk about the body and its vital energy. When they're doing that, they like to use the analogy of the balloon, whereas the balloon itself, the plastic part, is the patient. The vital energy is the air within, and the condition that the patient or the person has is the leak in that balloon. So the air leaking out is symbolic of the disease or the symptom. There was a great homeopathic doctor way back. His name was Constantine Herring, and he talked about the force of gentleness is great, and that's apropos to homeopathy because it's always less is more. There's a few principles I'd like to talk about now in general healing, and you can use this not just in homeopathy but in any other healing that you may be doing. The first thing is that the body, when it's getting better, tends to externalize disease. That means that we go from being sick inward as we heal at a deeper level and then outwardly. Many times people have skin conditions and we get all upset about these skin conditions because they're ugly, but actually it's the body externalizing disease. Skin condition will kill you, most anyway, but things that are deeper inside can really upset your life or maybe take you out. So that general principle is that if you see the process going from inside to the outside, the patient's generally doing better. The idea, the principle that Constantine Herring talked about was that symptoms coming to the surface are curative, that the body heals from the vital organs outward to the less vital organs. In general, you can use this principle, say you have children with colds. Let's say that a person gets a cold and it's in their nose and it lasts for 7 days. That's reasonably good resistance. A person gets a cold in their nose and within a day or two it's right in their throat. You know that the resistance isn't doing so well. And you hear about people that say, it always goes right to my throat and then immediately into my lungs. This person does not have good resistance at all, and pneumonia can be potentially fatal. So you really want to increase the vital energy of that person and help them heal. So if you were to give a homeopathic remedy, let's say we're going to treat somebody who has an upper respiratory problem, you would know they were doing better. Let's say if they had a cough, you gave them a homeopathic prescription and they used that for a few days, and then next thing you know is that the cough has decreased, but now they have a little more sore throat and a little more mucus in the nose. You know that you've done the right thing. You know that the person, it's going to the surface, and this is an important principle. The other thing to know is that if you gave a remedy and it didn't change at all, it may be time to rethink either the potency or the remedy itself. In times when, let's say you're treating somebody who has a nasal condition and you give them a prescription or even vitamins and things like that, and it now starts to go down into the throat, you're not doing the right thing and you just have to change course. So the idea that the body externalizing, and that's curative, is really an important principle to remember. And the converse is true, where if it's going in deeper, you need to change course. So I'd like to give you a quick overview of, let's make a very simplistic example. Something happens every day. Let's say you're home and the phone's ringing and you're running for the phone and you stub your toe on a piece of furniture on your way to grab that phone in a hurry, and you go, that's a really strong, intense feeling, and we've all had that. So we would probably use Arnica montana, which is a remedy which is used for acute injury where something's going to swell very quickly. Of course, we would want to use Arnica montana, and we'd be more apt to use a 200C, which is a stronger dose, because we're trying to a stronger potency, because we're trying to match the intensity with which the situation has happened. Let's say, let's contrast that with the idea of, let's say you went to the gym and you've been working out for a while, but you decide you're going to ramp it up a little bit more. You're going to do a few more reps, you're going to run an extra half mile, and now you're kind of sore and achy. Well, once again, that is basically a factor of inflammation, and Arnica montana would very much be indicated. You may be more apt to use a 30C than a 200C where the symptom was very acute. And I just want to help you get a feel for how we come up with the potencies. Homeopathy It's a very interesting subject, and I really enjoy it a lot. I'm going to be posting on the website some typical homeopathic pictures and some conditions that you can use at home for everyday non-life-threatening conditions, or actually for some wellness properties also. So feel welcome to use the information on the website for your everyday things. But for conditions that are more serious or more complex, feel free to contact myself and we can help you out with that, or we refer you back to your own doctor. Thank you.